Azumanga Daioh.
Azumanga Daioh.
I don't blame you for saying it wrong because MyAnimeList was down and it's their fault.
Whatever. But this show, what can I say about this show? This show is great. This show has...
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Anime Summit Podcast. Welcome back to another week of your favorite otakus in the fucking world. Best boy Nick.
What up?
And Dannie.
Hello.
I'm trying to think of like something else that's like not Fanny or Hootenanny, and I couldn't do it.
It's hard. It's hard. With
Dannie the Banani.
Dannie Banani.
I don't know. It doesn't work. Welcome to your favorite podcast ever, where we have the ultimate memologist and two women, one trans, one with a big fanny, and where the points don't matter. Today, we have a fucking cool episode. This episode's going to be fun. Here's why. Let me tell you. Because when I was a young warthog, I used to come home from school. My mom would be like, do you have homework? And I would obviously lie and say, no, I don't, because I didn't want to fucking do it. Now, I would turn on Cartoon Network because Toonami was still on. I would catch the last hour or two of it. Maybe like last hour and a half I would catch. I don't know. It started before I got home, that's for sure. Y'all remember Toonami? The afternoon block of Toonami? Before it was what it was now?
I do.
Today's episode, hell yeah. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about what we would put in an afternoon Toonami block if we were the person working at Cartoon Network saying, hey, what do you got for me? We go up to the execs and we tell them, listen, motherfucker, I'm going to put these shows on the 3-hour Toonami block right fucking now, son of a bitch. So here's the stipulations, though. Actually, you know what?
With all the curse words and everything.
Yeah, just like swear at your boss.
Listen, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Listen, you two-timing son of a bitch. This is what we're going to put. But anyway, I'll get into the details of that later on. But right now, I'm going to pass it out to news anchor No Tier Nick. Hit him with the news.
All right, so the big piece of news is MyAnimeList is back up, sort of. You can't search for some things with it, like voice actors.
You can't click on character profiles or voice actors, like. Yeah.
You can't even click on your own profile.
Really?
Yeah, I tried. What was it like? Yesterday.
That's right.
And you can't click on your own profile or anything like that. You can only
page is currently unavailable.
Yeah, you can only click on whatever is on the home page.
And then it says click here for details, and you click it, and it's this long thing from June 2nd, 2018. It says dear users and a bunch of bullshit. So anyway, sorry Nick, go ahead.
It's. People are speculating it's because they want to get rid of the third-party apps and all that stuff. Like some shady shit. This one guy made a Reddit post. So, like, I don't know if this is true, but it wouldn't surprise me. It's like they delist their app from the Play Store, then they remove all the API, and then they lock all the accounts. So what it's going to do is give them a competitive advantage, and then it also makes it so people can't give their app a 1-star. Then they'll bring their app back and make it harder for the third parties to get in there. So that's what this guy thinks.
I mean that sounds like something that they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know their parent company is what the fuck's its name? Dena. DENA. And they kind of run behind the scenes there. So I don't know. It could be a parent company thing, could be a male thing. They're probably just trying to fuck with the other apps so that they can have the lion's share of it all.
So annoying. Everyone on Discord is all like, I need Mal back. I didn't think that I would use it so much.
Well, there was a comment on this Reddit, the Reddit thread that Nick posted in the show notes. The first comment is literally like, honestly, I was shocked on how often I use Mal just to find out who voiced the character.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's almost kind of like and I use it for the seasonal stuff, obviously, you know. And I'm always, like,
I use it to keep track of what I've watched, you know, so that I can remember.
Yeah,
you know,
because it's a fucking pain in the ass to go onto your browser, type in MyAnimeList, go to your fucking page. I mean, you could bookmark it and stuff, but it's still a pain. Just using an app is like instantaneous. So
yeah, it's like right there.
And they have a better interface than most of the other sites, if not all of them. But if they're gonna keep fucking up like this, then we're just gonna all go to AniList or Kitsu or whatever the fuck, and fuck off. So
maybe I'll make an analyst tonight just to do it. I don't know.
Just to have it as like a backup or something.
Oh yeah, make sure you export all your Mal stuff to those other websites just in case.
Well, you're gonna have to tell me how to do that later.
It's not that hard. You just go to your. I don't even fucking know if you can right now, because if you can't click on your profile, then you can't do it.
Ah, shit.
Maybe you can. I don't know. They probably let you do it. Whatever.
Who knows?
Damn.
I thought I heard you could. Anyway, so the other big piece of news is reported that anime is 77% of Japan's TV exports, which makes a lot of sense. The other 10% is like drama and variety programs, or 25% or whatever. So, and yeah, so it's interesting. So 32% of that came from merchandising, 31% from broadcasting, and 26% from internet streaming rights, and then just a bunch of other smaller percents. So they got almost over a quarter of their anime revenue is internet streaming. So that's kind of cool. It's not not DVDs like it used to be, or Blu-rays even.
That makes hella sense. It's like,
well, I mean, I feel like that's everywhere though. You know, like even here, everyone has streaming services now. You know, not that many people are going out and buying the hard copies.
Yeah, Japan is still falling behind and all that, but they're catching up.
Yeah. I mean, unless like you're a diehard fan, which I know I am most of the time. Like if I want something that's like a movie or a TV show, I usually like to have the hard copy.
Yeah, no, same.
I don't like digital. Digital scares me because like if like your laptop or anything like that gets corrupted, you're shit out of luck.
Right, like I know, like when
you
the
should be able to save it on like I think you'd be able to save it on the cloud or like some other service or something.
Oh, yeah. I know that, but like even the whole what if, like, what if your cloud gets corrupted and everything like that.
Well, what if you lose internet? Then you can't stream.
Well, there you go. That's that too. So
because I know like the only advantage physical media has is you can play it until it eventually degrades.
Right.
The DVD or Blu-ray, which they do have a lifespan. It's like 50 years or something. So. I guess digital.
Hey, people said VHSs had a lifespan. I can still run all of my VHSs.
I can still run mine.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, but it depends how much you run them. The more you do it, more fucked
That's
up.
I'll tell you right now that my copy of Three Ninjas Knuckle Up is not doing its best right now. Anyway, next piece of news.
Yeah. Oh, and then for that percent, 58 was from Asia, 27 North America, 8% Europe, and then the rest of the other world. So it looks like, the anime streaming services haven't penetrated every other place in the world yet, which is why we still need piracy, because they're fucked if they don't have that.
Sale license.
What? I mean, we need it. If you don't have it, then there's suddenly you're losing 40% of your internet audience if you do that. So
that is Nick saying that, not me or Danny or Anime.
No, I'm saying that. I support piracy. I think it's a God-given right. No, I mean support the artists, but then if they don't want to give you a good model, then pirate. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, support them, but shit, you can't do what you can't do. Like, if how am I supposed to watch Evangelion other than pirating or spending $400 fucking dollars? Good luck. Which I do own the physical copy of that, by the way. But anyway.
Go ahead, Danny.
Oh, I kind of agree with Nick. Like, kind of like 50-50, because Funimation, the anime that I grew up on, the dubs for those certain anime were done by certain studios that no longer exist anymore. So sometimes like for example, The Vision of Escaflowne, Funimation recently got the license for that show, and they recast the entire dub. So they're completely new people and everything like that. It's the same thing with Akira. Akira has like 3 dubs, I think, and I think it's the 20th anniversary Blu-ray edition. Funimation got the license for that, but they were nice enough to have the new dub and the original dub on that Blu-ray. So they were nice enough about that.
Yeah.
And then there's the original Sailor Moon.
Yeah, that has like 3 different dubs or something.
Yeah. Sailor Moon, Viz Media got the rights to Sailor Moon, and they recast Sailor Moon as well.
I think she has like literally 6 different voice actors that do her.
I think it's
like every season there's a different voice actors for her. Of course, we can't check on MyAnimeList, so
yeah,
we can Google it,
whatever.
but that takes forever.
Google that shit, Wikipedia that shit.
Anyway,
but yeah. So that's my thing.
Internet streaming is important, but they got to do it good. If they don't do it good, then we're gonna pirate. Fuck them. Anyway, that's my motto for everything.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Nick running for president. Fuck them. 2018.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. 2020.
I got a bunch of years left till I'm 35 till I can actually run. But anyway.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Still though.
So yeah, that's it for news. Yeah, back to you, Sam and Danny.
It sounds like. Oh, that's so funny. Back to you.
Should have Nick like edit, like whenever Nick is talking, we should edit like
if he's outside or something.
Weather sounds in the back, like its rating is like.
It's coming down real hard out here. We got straight line winds.
We'll have Nick put his microphone like
really far, far away.
So he has to like yell, and it sounds like he's outside. Oh my god!
It's raining cats and dogs.
Let us know on the Discord and on Twitter if you want us to do that when you hear this episode. Okay, because I'll fucking do it. It's funny. So as speaking of Twitter though, you should follow us at Anime Summit. And now, guess what, motherfuckers? We on the grams.
Hell yeah, we're on the Instagrams.
So you should follow us on Instagram, which I think is just Anime Summit Podcast.
Yes, yeah, it's Anime Summit Podcast. So.
If you already follow, I know there's a couple of our homies on Discord who follow me and Danny on Instagram. It's in our bios, so you can just go to our bios. Our Twitter bios and Instagram bios have it. So, and I'm Nick's.
I guess I have to update mine.
Oh, whoops!
I
think Nick's Twitter bio has
learn
it too.
How to use it, so.
Instagram is really easy to use. Like it's
just like Twitter but with pictures. You just like do a picture every time.
So.
But anyway, also besides those fun little things though, you should also follow us on youtube.com/Anime Summit, where every Saturday I put the following week's episode, which comes out every Thursday on the RSS feed and iTunes. And hit us up, leave a review on iTunes, please. We love those because we love reading them, and maybe there's going to be a little something for you in the future if you start leaving us more iTunes reviews. So thank you for that in the future. So thank you. Please do all that. Go follow all the follows. Hit the bell on the YouTube if you want to get notifications to your phone when we upload. Also, subscribe to Anime Summit Extra because we post extra stuff that's not like, podcast related. We do little vlogs. We put video game stuff up there. So go do that. Do it right now. Or I will tell everyone that you like to sniff your hands after you stick it in your armpit. Anyway, on to the main topic. The main topic is Nick had this great idea where he was like, let's do a thing like where we
create our own Toonami Block.
to create our own Toonami block. So, like, here's the thing, right? What was Toonami? Toonami was this thing. It was this block on Cartoon Network in the afternoon, obviously at different times depending on where you live. But I think for me and Nick, it was like from 12 to 3 or whatever. But obviously it was different for other people, 11 to 2, whatever. It was a 3-hour block of anime. Later on, towards the end of its afternoon run, they kind of put other stuff like Powerpuff Girls. They did that too, and other of their original shows on there, which is weird. But mainly in the beginning, for a long time, and it was anime. Anime that was appropriate for the younger kids and teens and whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's Adult Swim anime on Saturday nights, which is the Toonami now, which is Toonami on Saturday nights, which is they got like Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Super. But we're not talking about that. We're talking strictly about the afternoon block that ran up until like 2006 or something like that.
Toonami went when we first started like watching it. It was like, you know, from 1999 to like
it was
I
90
want to say for me.
It was 97 to 2008.
Yeah,
that was the first
yeah.
iteration.
Yeah, right here.
And then 2012
and the last
to current is the current one.
Is the Saturday night block, yeah. So the 2008 had like Bakugan, Blue Dragon, and Ben 10, and that was kind of dumb. But anyway,
yeah, and like there's we know there's other stuff before Toonami, but that was like, that was like a long ass time ago. Who was even alive in the 80s, right? Come on,
yeah. Who are you? But
there's a lot of TV channels that also had anime over in the States. We know that, but that's not us. We weren't even in ball sacks yet.
Ew, that's gross.
Before we were itching in your daddy's pants. Anyway, so like the thing is that obviously that comes with stipulations, right? We can't put on our we each chose 6 shows to go in a 3-hour block. Obviously the stipulations are we can't put something on there that they've already done. We can use basically we can put any show, past, present, or future, except what they've already done and what they've already done in the Saturday night block. And we have to be considerate of the audience. In this case, the audience was like
so you
kids who
can't
were getting home
put
from school
Devilman Crybaby
or Attack on
on
Titan
the afternoon.
Right. So, because I mean, they even showed like Dragon Ball Z, but they showed the cut version.
And then it also has to have an English dub.
Oh yeah, it has to have a dub.
Just because running it on American TV is like you need a dub, otherwise it's suicide.
Especially a major network like.
I mean, kids can understand
Cartoon
subs;
Network.
they can read, but it's like a lot of people just don't want it. They just want to chill,
Yeah, it's a lot easier to.
Most people are like Dannie.
Oh, shut up, you asshole. But let's not forget that our waifu and husbando for this episode is like our generation would know, except for Nick because he obviously didn't know when I nominated these people. Are the hosts of Toonami? Tom. Toonami.
Tom is the main one.
Tom is the host of Toonami, and then his AI is Sarah, and I don't know if many of you knew who Sarah was. But Sarah was pretty much like Tom's sidekick in a way.
She's like Cortana.
Yeah. So
she's the Robin to his Batman, kinda. Yeah.
Sarah is Tom's AI Matrix companion, introduced in part 1 of the first Toonami total immersions events. So pretty much they had like these little storylines, story episodes in between shows for Toonami, which I thought was pretty awesome. And
it was. And
the death of Tom, like Tom 10, like that was just like
I remember that.
That was so upsetting. I was just like, no, why?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, and then they brought Tom version 2.0, and then so on and so forth. There's like so many Toms.
And then he fell asleep. And then when they brought it back on Saturday night for like other like the newer anime and stuff in 2012,
yeah,
all it was the computer turning on and then Sarah turning on. and the ship's shaking like hella.
Yes.
And you just hear Sarah's voice go, Tom, and he wakes up and he's like, I'm here, I'm right here.
Yeah.
And then he's like looks all different and shit. It was hype. It was so sick. It was so dope. Anyway,
and the voice actor who did the voice of Tom Zero is Steve Bloom, who did Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop.
he still does it.
Yeah, which I find really awesome. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool that he's still doing it to this day. So.
Yeah, Steve Bloom, that's what's up. Also, he plays Mugen, my favorite Samurai Champloo character.
Yes.
But yeah. So Waifu and Husbando, Sarah and Tom, because Toonami, obviously. So what we're gonna do is, how do you guys want to do this? You just want to go round table, or do you want to each go like your whole block?
No,
and then,
let's not do that. That's pretty bad. Let's do one each.
Okay, I
like
feel
I
like
just
that's
awkwardly
gonna like.
said that, but you know.
I feel like for the subject it is though, it'd be kind of like weird to like do one each.
Okay. Well.
Because we're talking about a whole block. This is what you're watching from start to beginning when it starts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Then the problem with that is then it's gonna be a monologue. You know, be 3 different monologues, and I don't want to talk that long all at once.
Okay. Nick, you start since you're at the top of the show notes here. And obviously, too, like, we know that, like, in a lot of cases, they did, like, 1-hour blocks of shows. Like, they showed 2 episodes of Dragon Ball Z and 2 episodes of Powerpuff Girls. But we're foregoing that just so we could each choose 6, just to, like, you know, break it up a little bit, obviously, to show more anime.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. So I guess my lead-off show would be. Let's start with the safe one, Full Metal Panic. It has a little bit of everything. It's, in my opinion, one of the best starter anime. It has action, it has a little bit of romance, it has a bunch of comedy, good animation after the first season. You know, it has everything you need for an anime. It's got mechas. What else? What else do you want?
Yeah, Full Metal Panic is cool. I love Full Metal Panic. I've only seen the first one, though. But
What do you mean by the first
I've
one?
only
Do you mean the
seen-
first season or the first like
the first series,
KyoAni?
yeah, first season.
Because
No, the first season.
yeah, because it gets that was Kyoto Animation's first show actually, was Full Metal Panic and Fumofu, and you know it really, they were amazing from the get go. Like it was incredible. So it's been a while since I've seen it. I don't know all the details, but I know Invisible Victory's running. I'm gonna catch up on that. That'd be a good excuse to lead into Invisible Victory too. So they could air that as it finishes. And you know,
that would be pretty. That's pretty logical. I mean, you know, they did that. They kind of did that with Dragon Ball, in a way. But they showed Dragon Ball Z first, and then they went back, and then they showed Dragon Ball, and then they did the whole series. So that would be pretty awesome with Full Metal Panic as well, since the new series is out now.
yeah,
Right.
and it's just an all around anime. Like it has everything, like I said. So every genre pretty much.
I'm about that life.
I have to really like get down and watch Full Metal Panic. I've only seen like bits and pieces of the episodes. Like I didn't watch it from like episode 1 to the end. So I have to watch it.
Yeah,
Me too. I'm gonna rewatch it and then watch the new one, the ones I haven't seen.
I enjoy the interactions between Sosuke and the girl. What's her name? Oh, Chidori. Yeah, that's always really funny because he's super serious and she's just like this girl who like puts him in his place and all that.
Yeah, he's so. I remember like he's so literal. Like he's very. If someone says something sarcastic or whatever, like he'll take it seriously.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Like some of the
I've
best
always
parts.
he's
found
kind of
that-
like he's
yeah.
kind of like Thor.
Somebody puts like
Yeah.
a love note in his locker and he thinks it's like a bomb, like a threat or something, and there's
Yeah.
just these goofball moments. And then at the same time they have like mecha battles like later on and stuff, and they got like an actual plot going on.
Yeah, the mecha design is not like nothing to write home about, but they're solid.
Well, yeah, they're like
They're
more
solid as
realistic
fuck.
mechs. They're they're
Yeah.
ground based.
Yep, they're awesome. Anyway, Full Metal Panic. That's Nick's starting show on his Toonami Block. What do you think the execs would say? They'd probably be like, "I'm about it because it's got robots." That's probably what they would say.
Dude, I just show them
Let's be
Fumofu
serious.
and be like, "Bitch."
Bitch.
Put this on here.
So what I tried to do with my list, I'm gonna start with my first one now, is I tried to think about what I would watch as a kid, or not as a kid, but like back then when I was watching Toonami. For the years I was watching in the afternoon block, I'm trying to think what I would watch, and I definitely would watch Gundam Build Fighters. Here's why. So the first season's like 20-some episodes, then there's Tri, which is another 20-some episodes. And right now, Build Fighters Divers is like running. So like, I mean, they got like a lot to, show for a while before they change up the block with some other shit. But Gundam Build Fighters, like, it's really simple. It's very Pokemon-y, Digimon-y kinda, like it's I don't know what you call those kind of shows, but like, Gundam Build Fighters is like they build a little Gunpla model and they put them on a little base and then they fight with them. They fight each other. And it's just a bunch of different Gundams and custom Gundams fighting from the span of the whole entire series, fighting each other. It's fucking awesome. You got the main character, Seiji, and he's like, he builds a Strike Gundam, but it's like customized to like look different. It's fucking awesome. And it's just like it's not super violent, even when it gets to the end with all the virus bullshit and whatever. It's super easy going. It's robots destroying each other. There's not like blood or anything. It's like a super easy watch. And if I was like, because even now when I had first gotten into Gundam Build Fighters, I was probably just as excited as if I would be younger. Like, because I love Gundam and I love big robots. And watching my favorite Gundams from the whole entire universe fight each other and destroy each other, like, is awesome. Because, like, the way they animate it is, like, it's like a virtual reality. It's like a VR world that they're fighting in. So it's like they're really, you know what I mean? But then by the end of it, it's like they're just little plastic models and their arms, like, falling off and they got to put it back together. But
yeah, it's
I fucking love
Frame
it.
Arms Girl, the best mecha show ever made.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later. But
like, because the Toonami has done like a whole bunch of other Gundams, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They've done like.
They
Gundam
haven't done
Wing
Double O though. That's just super weird to me, because that's usually the go-to as like the starter Gundam. You know what I'm saying?
At the time, though, I think they were just trying to show it was like.
I wonder if they just had trouble licensing it or something. I don't know.
Well, it was weird because G Gundam is a really pretty older show. But they showed that like way late because they didn't get a dub till way later on, and when it was getting the dub is when they showed it.
Yeah,
I remember them showing Gundam Wing. That was my first Gundam.
Yeah, that was in 2000.
Show that I was introduced. Yeah,
that was my first Gundam too. It was Gundam Wing on Toonami.
That's my most recent Gundam because I'm watching it now for the memes.
Nice. Yeah, no, here you like watching it now is hilarious.
Yeah,
because like it's the weirdest fucking show.
Funny,
like,
dude.
It does not hold up
the
very
girl
well.
is like obsessed with Hero and he's trying to kill her and stuff, and it's like
and all
the dialogue
you hear
is so hokey. Yeah.
But yeah, Gundam Build Fighters, I would put that on there for show. All right, Danny.
Okay. My startup show is Azumanga Daioh.
Azumanga Daioh.
Azumanga Daioh.
I don't blame you for saying it wrong because MyAnimeList was down and it's their fault.
Whatever. So, but this show, what can I say about this show? This show is great. This show has like, it's light. It has like nice. It has like a good comedy, and it's. I feel like that Azumanga Daioh is a good, like preteen kids show. It doesn't have too much violence, and I feel like it's a perfect show to start off the Toonami run. So, especially when kids are, come home in a way. So, and then they see that, and then they see the little girl, I forgot what's her name.
Ayumu? Chiyo? I'm just reading off the list, but I can't click on it, so.
Chiyo?
Oh, I can click on it.
Wait. Yeah, Chiyo. Yeah, she's a little child prodigy. She's like super smart, and she like skipped like what was it, like 10 grades, and she's in high school and she's like 5 years old.
Nice.
So, yeah, this show is so freaking random. It kind of reminds me of shit. What's that other show that's currently with the robot chick and it's another like weird.
Nichijou?
Yes, yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Oh, Nichijou. Yep.
Yeah.
Did you say recent?
So,
Nichijou's not that recent.
Well, it's recent to me.
It's recent to me.
I just recently picked it up, so.
Nichijou is also hilarious.
2011.
Azumanga Daioh and Nichijou are both good.
Yeah. By the way, Azumanga Daioh was 2002, and so was Full Metal Panic, and then Gundam Build somethings. I don't know what that one was.
It's like 2000.
Build Fighters.
Yeah.
2013. All right, there we go.
So, yeah, I just feel like, for my Toonami Block, you need the little like step in, like touch the water kind of feel, like, you know, get to take like a nice like feel of the waters, and then get to the nitty gritty stuff.
Just dip the balls in a little bit.
Dip the balls, yeah, okay, that's what Nick says. I like the toes.
Wait, why can't I
dips in the
search
water.
for? Okay, hold on. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
Nick, you're next. Come on.
I'm trying to search the corpse that is Mal right now, and it's fucking infuriating.
I gave up on it. I was
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Notice how I corrected Daioh in the show sheet.
Yes, thanks so much.
Not that it matters, but all right.
Okay.
So after Full Metal Panic, I think we'd want to run. We'll go a little medium, I guess. We'll go with The Devil is a Part-Timer, and this one.
I still have not seen that show.
Yeah, this one I like a lot because it actually, I don't know if it's streaming on any other place. And by the way, like, we're ignoring the fact that a lot of these shows are licensed elsewhere. It would also just be on Toonami, if that makes sense. So, like, we're not going to restrict, it has to not have you know what I mean? So something that's on Netflix, we could put on Toonami, like, theoretically. Even though that probably wouldn't happen in real life. But anyway,
It happens in our life. In our pretend.
And actually,
pretend Toonami
The Devil's a
world.
Part-Timer is on basically everything. I'm looking it up now, which is why it should be on Toonami, because it's another great starter anime. It has comedy. It's like a slice of life with a little bit of supernatural going on. You got cute girls. You got a guy he's like this demon lord dude, and it's funny. It's good. It's about this. It's kind of got like the comedy parts of Full Metal Panic with less action. And this is another one from 2013. And, it's like these supernatural beings who are super powerful in their world come to the real world, but they don't have magic in the real world, so they have to go work at McDonald's. And that's like the basic gist of it. And then
is that what actually happens in the show?
Yeah, that's the synopsis.
They work at McDonald's?
Or WickDonald's. And that's the synopsis,
man.
and they make like some friends along the way, and then they have to fight these other supernatural beings who came through a portal, and that's like the basic idea. It doesn't have a second season, unfortunately, but what it does have is really great, and it's fun seeing these formerly powerful guys having to slave away and make friends with the high school girls and whatnot. So yeah, it's just a good watch. Devil's a Part-Timer. Has a dub as well. They all have dubs. I don't know why I said that. That's a good dub.
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to watch that too, because I still haven't seen it either.
It's like super easy to watch. Like, it takes no effort. It's great.
So kind of playing off of what Danny said, like kind of the easygoing shows, like I didn't want to choose all action-y shows, kind of like, Dragon Ball Z and Gundam Build Fighters, whatever. I didn't want to choose them to all be like that.
Gotta mix up the genres.
Yeah,
get a little hentai in there,
girls, because girls like action shit too, but sometimes they want to watch an easygoing show. I thought New Game would be perfect. It's just about cute girls making video games, so it's like
that show is so freaking cute.
It is, and there's a dub for it, and the dub is not that bad.
Dude, the sub is better, but I mean, it does have a dub, so yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's just it's just a funny, easygoing show, and you can still enjoy even for how easygoing it is, you know. And there's a end goal, you know. They're trying to make this game, you know, and whatever. So there you go. New game. There's really not much to say about it. It's just like I didn't want to riddle my whole block with just a bunch of.
You need a cute girls doing cute things show. That's what anime is.
And that's exactly what new game is. Like it really is like cute girls do cute things.
Right, and I got another one of them, but I'll say it later. But yeah, new game.
Oh, the other one, Sam. All right, I'll save it. I'll save my piece for that.
New game is great. But anyway, Danny, what else you got?
Okay, my next one I want to say after Azumanga Daioh would have to be Air Gear. That show.
I still haven't seen this.
This show, it was kind of like a diamond in the rough for me. So, the anime, when did it come out? It came out in 2006. So, and around that time, I was not really, I was like focusing on like school and everything like that. So, it like crossed my mind. And then, maybe like 5 years ago, I ran into it. So it was really a diamond in the rough for me. And this show, I was really upset that it didn't have a second season because the ending kind of, it had like that cliffhanger ending. And it has like like an OVA, but I didn't really watch it. So I don't know too much about the OVA.
Didn't the manga keep going or no?
The manga has 37 volumes, so I'm sure it kept going after the anime ended. So, but I don't know too much about it. But it's a good show. It's like about rollerblading and it's kind of like a shonen. The manga was published in Weekly Shonen magazine. So it has like some action in it, and it has some cute girls. Like one of the main characters, she's big boobied schoolgirl uniform with like nice ass legs. So
legs for days.
Legs for days. Yeah, no, it's a pretty great show. I haven't watched it in a while, so my memory of it is a little hazy, but it has a great dub. Funimation did the dub for it, so.
And the world is kind of like the environment in the world that it's in is kind of like high tech. So the rollerblades they're using are called air trek motorized rollerblades.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's what's kind of like cool about it, right? Like,
yeah, but if it's that high tech, do they have smartphones? I think not.
Damn it, Nick. Why do you have to ruin people's dreams?
Always gotta ruin it.
Half our shows don't have smartphones.
Why you gotta pet my raccoon the wrong way? Always peeing in my cactus.
Speaking, yeah, it's an awesome show. So, but go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say, speaking of smartphones, my next show is Seinfeld. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
The greatest
it's
anime.
A show about nothing.
What's the deal with airline food? Thanks for adding the X to my shows so I don't repeat some. My next one is Full Metal Panic, which I just talked about 5 minutes ago. Okay. So we got Full Metal Panic, Devil's Part-Timer. Then we're gonna go to we're gonna go Code Geass. Fuck it, we need to get some action up in this bitch. And Code Geass. Thanks for the X, Sam. Code Geass is it's a classic meme show that a lot of people think is a serious show, but it's not really that serious. They're these high schoolers who are trying to save the world, and they have these Gumby legs and shit. And
Gumby legs.
It's fucking funny. There's so many ass pulls like every episode. It's hilarious. You have to watch it. It's got some great animation. Studio, I believe it's Sunrise. Sunrise did it because they do a bunch of mecha. And, it's got all this melodrama. It's got a ton of mechas, action, 2 seasons, 50 episodes. Basically the idea is like Lelouch he's this super genius guy. And, he's trying to fight against the Empire of Britannia. And, they got these superpowers. He has this Geass thing which lets him mind control people, and that's like the basic idea. And then they fight against each other in these battles, which don't really take strategy, but they sound like they do, but they don't really. But who cares? It's funny. It's cool. And then like every episode is like cliffhanger central. It's great. So yeah, it's just a mile a minute.
I feel like the show is serious, but Nick is just watching it for the memes.
No, it is serious, but like, if you have my perspective, you're gonna think it's fucking funny. So
yeah.
the more the more anime you've seen, the more you'll realize how tropey and funny it is. Like, yeah, if this is your first anime, you're gonna be like, "Oh, dude, this is serious."
Oh, dude, yeah.
But
I feel the art style freaks me out. Like,
yeah, well, they're
the
clamp
main
designs.
character,
So
the main character, he's so freaking skinny and tall, and yet he has like this like weirdly shaped small ass head with like big ass eyes and like a pointy chin.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's the same artists who did Gundam Seed Destiny.
Oh god,
Yeah.
wasn't that the worst Gundam?
Yeah, that one was not
Nice.
that good.
That one's
it was
bad.
It was they also showed that on Toonami too, but Gundam Seed Destiny was kind of just like they tried to bring back the whole space war kind of feeling like they did with the older ones.
Yeah.
And it just didn't pan
Well,
out.
and the other good thing about Code Geass is the waifus, dude. You need to awaken the children somehow, all right? You got to awaken their inner burning, right? Be like, why do I feel funny when I look at C2? Gotta learn them somehow.
You gotta learn them.
Yeah, dude,
All
Code
right.
Geass, man, it's great.
Okay, so that's on your channel. Okay, let's see. What am I gonna? You know what? Okay, like I'm gonna get one of these out of the way because these are super Toonami-ish, I think. But so Digimon originally ran on Fox Kids, and then
Yes.
they did all the way up to season 4, which is Digimon Frontier, where they started turning into the Digimons. Then it went on. Then they showed reruns on Fox Family, now what is now called Freeform, or the channel's called Freeform, and before that ABC Family, and now Digimon runs on Disney, one of the Disney channels, not the main Disney channel, but like the
I think it's Disney XD.
XD.
XD, that's my favorite emoji.
It used to be called. It used to be a section in the channel called Toon Disney,
Yes.
which was called Jetix.
Mm-hmm. That used to be on. I think it was on. That used to be on Saturday morning, like Saturday morning mid afternoon.
Yep. So anyway, disregarding that though, I thought it would be really cool that if they showed Digimon Adventure Tri on Toonami. Now you're probably saying to me, "Well, Sam, those are movies." Okay, well, first of all, bitch. I'd appreciate it if you eased up on my back about it. Second of all, this is my Toonami block that I'm pitching to my boss, so fuck y'all. But no, like seriously though, they're divided into episodes. That's how I've been watching them. Each movie is divided into 6, 20-some minute. You know what I mean? They did it that way on purpose for whatever reason. So they have. What are they, like 6 movies, 5 movies? I'm not even caught up on it, to be honest with you. But hold on, let me look it up real quick.
Digimon Adventure Tri is when the original cast is all grown up, right?
Yes, it is the sequel.
Okay, yeah.
It is the sequel to season 1 and 2.
Right.
But yeah, being that there's 6 movies divided into the parts or whatever, there's 26 episodes. It's technically just a 26 episode anime.
Yeah.
But if because if this came back, the afternoon block came back and we were pitching it to them, I would definitely tell them put this bitch on because, I think they could kind of play into the nostalgia of older fans and
newer fan. Yeah.
And watching.
Yeah,
Digimon
how would you watch
Adventure
it as a
Tri,
new fan?
Well, that's what I was gonna say was actually when you start watching Digimon Adventure Tri. Obviously the relationships between their partner Digimon are already established, but they don't. I feel like when I was watching it anyway, I didn't feel alienated in trying to remember what happened here, what happened there, because it literally has nothing to do with anything that happened in the past. It's like a whole new thing, and I feel like it would not alienate any new watchers. I honestly do feel that way. Like, I don't know.
Maybe
I don't
should
think.
Watch it.
I don't think it would. I honestly don't think it would. I think the only reason it would is, I know some of the characters' names and Dannie doesn't, or something. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, they do a pretty good job explaining little things here and there if they ever do mention anything from the past or whatever. So I feel like they could put that on there. And plus, it's just Digimon. You know, Digimon's fucking awesome. Even though it is and here's the thing about Digimon, okay? Digimon, even though it ran during the children's blocks on the different channels it ran on, if you've watched any Digimon series, you know that it gets a little...
It gets intense.
It gets a little intense.
Yeah.
It does get a little heavy.
The first season, I mean, I never watched it religiously, like, because every time I tried to watch it, I always missed it. So, but I think when Disney got the license to air it on their channel, that's when I started to watch it. But every time I watched it, the episodes that I watched were so freaking serious, and I remember there was like this one episode where Ty's sister got kidnapped or something.
Kari, yeah.
Yeah.
She was sick too.
Yeah.
Which is like...
So like it does take on topics that are real and are very, very serious. So
I think child abuse plays like a heavy hand in like the second season at the end, which is like really sad because the villain at the end, he's kind of like a tortured person.
Well, if you think about a Pokemon as animal abuse, so what do kids care?
All right, but no, like it also deals with loss. You know what I mean? Like in Pokemon, they say goodbye to Pokemon, but because they left. But in Digimon, like there are Digimon friends that they make, and they fucking get deleted and they die.
Yeah.
Like they're gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're
like
gone
it's
forever.
But they don't do it in a way where it's like extremely like fucking heavy-handed, violent, serious. But I mean, it is serious, but it's like it's okay if a child watches it. I think because it's a good way to teach about.
There's no blood.
There's no blood. Well, I mean, they're files.
The
you know
Digimon
they're
are lost in the blockchain.
Yeah,
that'd be the updated version.
But anyway,
I don't know how you'd get lost in there, but anyway, don't think about
Digimon
it.
Adventure Tri.
Don't think
about it. Okay, Dannie, what's next on your? It's now 1 p.m. for me. What am I watching next?
Oh, I like this. It's creating a sense of place.
There you go. There you go.
1 p.m. for you.
You grabbed your snack of Gushers and your Sunny Delight. Which I don't know how well they'll go together.
It's summer vacation. I'm starting junior high next year. I'm nervous as fuck because everyone's gonna think I'm fat and gay.
Okay.
So what am I watching?
So you're gonna watch Welcome to the NHK.
Okay. Hold on, Dannie. This doesn't make any sense for a kid to watch.
I haven't seen this.
Why?
All right, I'll let you give a little summary and then I'll go.
I mean, I think this is a great show.
Yeah, it's a good show. I'm not disagreeing.
I for like a preteen in a way. I mean, okay, I guess yeah. Where you're coming from, yes, this is kind of not a kid's show.
It could go on the late night programming.
It could like probably like
there.
around 5 o'clock. I want to say like 5 o'clock. Maybe it'll probably go on. Okay, so.
I just told you it was 1.
All right, fine.
It's 1 o'clock, Dannie. We don't.
I want to change my answer then.
We don't live
Everyone
in
yell at
fucking
Dannie.
Greenland or England.
Can I change my answer?
Yeah. That one, I think that might work for the late night version when like adults are watching it, but
damn. Okay.
Because like, look, you're not gonna understand like depression and feeling. You can't be a NEET when you're a kid because you're in school.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
You're literally in school. So.
This is why I love this podcast. Like, get your shit together, Dannie.
Depression is bad. Don't be a NEET. All right. So I guess I'll switch it. To. I had one that I deleted before.
Pick one from my list.
Do you want to say another one and come back to that one later?
Yeah. So I guess for my 1 o'clock one, let's do Kaleidostar. Kaleidostar is pretty nice. It's a very it's an athletic show, and it has like what you'll call it, Shema. Shut up, Nick.
I'm typing in the show sheet. I said shame upon your family.
Family. You bring this honor.
Kaleidostar is it's kind of like Cirque du Soleil. If you've ever seen any like clips, or if you've ever seen, or if you ever gone to a Cirque du Soleil performance, that's pretty much what Kaleidostar is. It has a lot of acrobatic stunts, and the main character wants to become an acrobat, and she wants to be part of the show because when she was little, she would go and with her parents to see Kaleidostar and all that kind of stuff. So it has like a very soulful and humble premise to it. So, and I also really I really connected with this show just for the sole purpose that it is an entertainment aspect show. So, because I'm a dancer, and I'm just in awe every time like I see a performance, or even when I'm on stage. So I really connected with the main character and all the other characters that were in the show. So and I feel like this is a show definitely for girls. So guys can watch it too.
You don't say.
I'm not saying that
every Dannie show is like the most straightest girl ever.
Jesus Christ. I hate you, Nick.
Which is fine.
I hate you.
There's nothing wrong with being straight, Dannie. You can admit it.
She's in the closet,
I'm
so.
not.
Oh. Well, I'm wrong then.
Yeah, you are wrong. Shame upon your ephemery.
Yeah, but you bring this honor.
So, but yeah, like this would be a nice afternoon show. It's bright. It's not dark at all. So, but yeah, go ahead.
It
Nick.
looks like Cardcaptor Sakura, just the cover art.
Well,
on Mal.
that's kind of what I wanted in my show block, in a way, to have like that kind of quote unquote magical girl show.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like this would be a good show for that. So.
Yee.
All right.
All right, Nick, what do you got?
I literally haven't even been thinking about mine. Oh, let's go real light and fluffy after Code Geass. Let's dial it back a couple of million notches and go to School Rumble, the ultimate school comedy classic, circa 2004-2005, because I don't have the exact date. And so School Rumble is like, you take the school parts of Full Metal Panic and you just go ham with it, and it's just a comedy romance. That's all it is. And the best part is it has a really, really great English dub. Kenji, Harima, and Eri, and Yakumo, and Tenma, and all that. They're all super duper funny. And there's like these really great awkward scenes and bits and moments where they like, you know, they run into these anime cliches. They're like, wait, I have time to explain. And then like then they kind of what is it? They kind of subvert your expectations a couple of times, and it's just like, it's like a super safe and fun show to watch. Like it has all the school tropes and all the best parts of like a school anime. So, you know, I just recommend it for that. You know, super duper good.
I love that show.
Super
that
duper.
show,
It's
every
Black
time
Critic
it
Guy's
was
favorite
on,
show. One of them.
Every time it was on, I would just laugh at it. It's so great.
Yeah,
right.
Yakumo is, or no, not Tenma is fucking hilarious because she's
such a fucking airhead.
She's kind of like an adult Yotsuba, which I'm just starting to read Yotsuba, but yeah, she's like an airhead, like Danny said. So it's fucking funny. And then Kenji and Eri, the OTP in my head is great. Eri's like a tsundere, and yeah, cool show.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. Now I'm trying to bring it back. I took another one from Fox Kids, because listen, I think it would just do better. It would do better, and people would love the shit out of this. Plus, it's like 50-some episodes, so we're Gucci. Although in the dub, halfway like the last third of the dub, the main character's voice changes, and it's kind of very, very noticeable. So anyway, either way, I chose Metabots. Here's why. Because it's fucking awesome. Listen, when I was a kid, this was the greatest fucking shit in the world. Okay? I spent hundreds of fucking dollars on those damn toys.
Do you spell that right, Sam? I'm not even seeing this.
Oh, well, in Japan it's called Metarots. Or Metarot.
Oh, okay. Well, how about you spell it the way they do on mouse so I can look it up? Shit.
Well, it's actually, if you type in Metabots, it'll still come up. But
it does, actually.
Oh, I remember this show.
Dude, this is like a Sam show.
This is a Sam show.
It definitely is. I fucking love it. The animation's like really kind of choppy and loose and fluid, and it's like, but anyway, it's almost kind of like the main character. It's really shonen-y, you know. First off, the main character Ikki Tenryo, he doesn't have a Metabot. Everyone at school's got one. You know, they're all doing row battles with each other. You know, and he's just like, man, I don't have my own Metabot because I suck. Because he does. He sucks. He's a fucking nerd. But, like, he gets this old model one from the store, and the guy's like, dude, I'm not going to sell you that. And he's just like, then this bullshit goes down on the first episode where the bullies are being bitchy, and they're bullying other Metabot fighters from his school. So he runs to the store and he steals that Metabot. And he's like, I'll pay you back later. And he he summons it, and it's this robot named Metabee, and he's just like an asshole. Like, he's kind of like Charizard not listening to Ash in that, you know, in that sense, in that part of Pokemon
that's the yellow robot, right?
Yep, with the horns,
okay.
with like the beetle horns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, the soul chip thing in his back is a beetle, as a Hercules beetle. Yeah. So Ikki becomes a meta fighter, and Metabee is his partner, even though he's a dick. But their relationship kind of grows throughout the series, and it's fucking awesome. And every episode, there's just a row battle going down, and character development's super cool. Like, there's a bunch of characters. Later, there's like this lone robot named Rokusho, who's like, he doesn't have a meta fighter. He's just like a robot on his own. Like, and they say like one of his backstories later, but I don't fucking remember what it was. Something like he was created for the purpose of being like an awesome physical combat like Metabot, and then his masters like died or something, or he ran away, some bullshit. But anyway, man, there's these little toys. They were like 2 inches tall, and they came with these little Metabot dice, and it would have like an arm piece or a leg piece with like a number next to it, and you rolled it, and that's how much damage you did to your opponent's arm or leg or whatever. And if you destroy the head, then you win. It was like fucking awesome, dude. Oh man, my parents got so pissed at me because every time we go to Target, I was like, Mom, I want to buy the Metabot toys.
There's also a Game Boy Advance game for it too,
which my parents also bought for me, and I fucking still have it, and it's fucking great. I got the Rokusho version, that one was called Metabots AX, and then there was another one. But Metabots AX is super fun. But either way, I feel like this show would earn its spot in a Toonami Block for sure.
Dude,
yeah,
Sam, all of your shows
agree.
are the same. It's just every show is a proxy battle, dude.
No, because y'all
Gundam,
y'all,
Digimon,
okay,
Metabots, probably Excel World. Oh, spoiler.
Well, Excel World is kind of Excel World.
Not really. I don't know.
Dude, don't fucking say my list before I haven't.
I sneezed. I'm sorry. It was a sneeze.
I sneezed. Achoo.
Just edit it out. It's fine.
No, I can't because you ruined it. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn again. I wanna go with Blood Lad. So.
Is this about a lad who's made of blood?
No.
Super
No,
Meat Boy.
This one is kind of like your Blue Exorcist kind of way, in a sense, mixed in with Yu Yu Hakusho, because there's like, you know, the your monsters, you know, you have your vampires, you have your werewolves, you have your mummies, you have like plants eating human girls and then making them into a ghost.
Wait, you said vampires. That means this is a bad show, Danny.
No, it's not a bad show. You got everything. You have your werewolves. It's a comedy, really. You know, because the main character, he's a vampire, and he's like the king of like certain parts of the demon world. So, and not only that, but like he's obsessed with human things, especially like the Japanese culture. So he's obsessed with anime, and he has like a PlayStation. He has they like make references of Dragon Ball in the show. So, and like this girl comes down, like she accidentally walks into the demon world, and he finds out that she's here, and not only that, she's Japanese. So he was like really excited that like she was here. So, but all of a sudden, you know, she dies, and he like makes a vow to get her body back so that she can go back to the human world. So, the manga is great. I've read the manga. The manga's finished. So, the anime, however, ends on a cliffhanger, but it has an OVA, so it kind of has like a continuation of what happens in the story.
Yeah, it's really short.
So,
it's like 10 episodes.
Yeah. So this would be like a very short show, and then probably I would have to like pitch to Toonami another like show that they could probably fill that slot for Blood Lad once it's finished. So, but
that's what's up.
I feel like it's a nice show for a kid, especially because it has like that monster feeling, and it has like that comedy mixed in with the action in it. So, yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Go, Nick.
All right, Nick.
All right. So we have. Wow, way to forget the X Hunt mine, Sam. I was about to say it again.
Sorry.
Jeez.
So yeah, jeez.
Dodged one there. All right.
Okay, those are for me, so I know. Okay.
So my next one is Noragami, another show from circa 2015, and basically 2014. Anyway, there's 2 seasons. So Noragami is a supernatural show about these these spirit gods, and they come into the real world, and they're battling each other, and there's these humans who have to become their what is it called? Their tools. Like one of the humans turns into Yato's sword, and they have their so basically the gods are as powerful as their worshippers in a way, sort of, and they battle each other, and it's supernatural. It's fun, funny action, like every one of my shows has all of those. So, yeah, like Noragami.
Except for School Rumble. School Rumble is just your pure comedy show.
Yeah, there's not really much action there, but there's like action, but not like life or death action. So,
No.
Yeah, but yeah, Noragami. It has a great dub, funny. I'm just like repeating myself here. It's been a little while since I've seen this one. I do remember really enjoying it. Another goes down smooth anime. It's super fun to watch.
Goes down smooth.
Great animation. Studio Bones killing it as usual. Have they made a bad show?
They always killed it. I don't think they've ever made a bad show.
I mean, probably, but I'm not seeing any. Like, I'm just scrolling down.
Not to my recollection, no.
Nice.
Literally, I'm scrolling down their whole list, and it's like, okay, Go Sick, was that bad? I don't know. The hell is number 6? I don't know what that is, but probably not that bad.
I don't know what this is. All right, well,
Space
I'm going to say this next one because Nick
Noragami,
is a
man.
bitch and said it already. But yeah, Noragami, okay. So now it's like we're getting late afternoon. Okay, let's better do your homework. But anyway, I'm gonna say this one because Nick already said it, but Excel World. Here's why: because you're a bitch. Number one. Number two. So it sucks because when we were making these lists, I kept thinking of ones like, oh, I could put this, and then I would go to the little list on Wikipedia because there's a list on Wikipedia of all the shows they've shown.
Oh, and it's on there. Yeah, I did that. I did that a couple times. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like they've already shown Sword Art Online on Toonami, but they haven't shown Excel World, and Excel World does have a dub, so it checks out. But Excel World, a lot of people think that it takes place in the same universe as SAO. It doesn't. But it's made by the same guy. But it's another kind of technically like a proxy battle show. So, but this one's a little more dark.
Surprise.
A little more edgy. It's a little more edgy. Yeah, everyone take a drink. Shut up, Nick.
You guys have like the thinking brain. I have the universe brain. All right.
Yeah, except the thing is like I tried to like I think I tried to choose shows that were like okay, like these are you got like okay, what do you got? Like okay, Skull Rumble, get out of here. Anyway.
All right. Looks like Black Critic Guy's not coming back.
Oh no.
Excel World though is like
Tony, don't
cool.
listen to this episode.
Yeah, don't listen to this one. Excel World is it's about this game called Brain Burst, and it's a VR game. You put it on, and you put on this necklace, and then it's basically like your second life avatar in a virtual world. And then you turn it on, and whenever you're walking in the real world, that's where you are in that virtual world. So like when you don't get to choose your character or nothing, like it chooses it for you, and that's who you are. So you log on and you fight bitches, and the more points you gain from battles, like the more points you steal from people because you wager points and stuff, the more powerful you become. Like in the real world, you can use this thing called an acceleration.
Acceleration.
Nice. And you like do stuff. It's crazy. Like one kid, he is like in kendo class, right? And he uses his Excel abilities in his brain to like dodge attacks that you shouldn't normally be able to dodge, like while in kendo tournaments and stuff. And people are all like, "Ooh," but Brain Burst is like super illegals. So like you gotta keep it on the keep it on the DL. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't know, it gets really cool. Like it's not a great anime. Like a lot of people will bitch about it, just like they bitch about SAO.
Yeah, but SAO had hotties like Asuna.
Hey, the main character in Excel World, the main female lead is
female. Hot. I was like, doesn't the main guy look way different from everyone else?
Dude, the main guy is awesome. He's a little fat kid. His name is Haru. He's a little fat kid. Yeah.
No, but isn't like his style different from everyone else or something? Like everybody looks like anime, and then he looks like a different anime. He's like Kirby.
He's a little pudge ball.
He's Kirby.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's fucking badass. Like he's like he gets like a rare avatar when he logs in, like because it's a color and like a thing, right?
Yeah.
So like he's Silver Crow, and then there's Ash Roller, who's like he rides a bike and he speaks English, which is hilarious because in the sub, right, he's like saying English words, and they're always like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but like then there's like
stop, we get it. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep moving.
Okay, well I'm gonna keep talking now because Nick is telling me to hurry up. So anyways, in the first episode,
you're just like running down the whole show.
No, I'm not actually. I was just explaining one thing.
We need to find a middle ground between mine and yours because I'm too short and you're too long. No homo.
No, there's no middle ground. I was trying to go quick and then you interrupted me. So now we have this whole extra long section that I'm going to leave in. So
all right, leave it in. Good.
And
by the way, in this long section that no one's going to care about, Bones did make a bad show. Captain Earth was apparently a Bones show. Anyway.
All right, go,
and also
Danny.
Concrete Revolution. Which, anyway.
Oh man. Okay. So since I can't use welcome to the NHK, I changed my pick, and
I'm surprised you don't have
Toonami-
any sports shows on here.
So I was gonna do a sports show. I was gonna do Haikyuu, and
do they already have that?
They have a dub, and what was it?
It's not. They haven't run it yet.
I was talking to you about it. What was the name of that studio that does the dub.
Sentai or something?
Yeah,
Sentai
Sentai. Yeah,
Filmworks?
Sentai
This is just
Filmworks.
pretty bad then.
So yeah, it's really not that great.
Oh, speaking of not that great dubs, I'll wait for Sam's. Sorry, I'm just interrupting.
Okay.
Well, Sam's
you
last pick
are.
I disagree with, so sorry.
Okay, hurry up.
Okay, so going off of Sam's pick from Digimon Adventure Tri, since it's a sequel from the original, I feel like that I had to put in Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card, the new series that's out. It was okay. So when Cardcaptors came to the States, it was called Cardcaptors, and what was it? KW.
Well, it was Kids WB.
Yeah. Kids WB had it had it first aired. So, and it was a really, really bad dub. You know, Tomoyo wasn't called Tomoyo. Tomoyo was called Allison. It was
Nice.
all like
Yeah.
these.
Oh, like
it
a
was
4
all
Kids
these,
dub, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was really
Yeah,
bad.
and episodes were moved around. And,
And the opening was terrible. It was all like, what was it? Like Cardcaptors.
Cardcaptors.
Yeah,
Actually,
there it
me and
was.
Koga sang it in a really old episode of Anime Sunday.
I think I remember that actually. I kind of like that.
Yeah. A mystic adventure.
Dude, that's fucking awesome, Danny. What are you talking about? Stop
I
shitting
was
on
not
my
a fan of
childhood.
it. I'm sorry, I wasn't a fan of it. I liked the original opening for it. So, but Cartoon Network did air Cardcaptors. So, they aired it in 2001. So I feel like since Clamp made the sequel for Cardcaptor Sakura, I feel like hands down they should also do the sequel for Cardcaptors as well.
All right.
Just so that, yeah. Anyway.
Very good pitch.
Go, Nick.
We'll give you $1 million for that show, Danny. Good job.
Oh, thanks. Thanks so much. I'm rich now.
Wait, where's my... Oh, it's in the other tab. I was trying to find my thingy. All right. So, my last show is Little Witch Academia. This is on Netflix right now, and the subtitle is really fucking good, first of all. So, I think the dub is passable.
It is passable.
It's
I've watched
passable.
it.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's adorable. I love it.
The sub is definitely better, but the dub is still fine. And actually, it lets you look at the pretty colors, look at the pretty pictures that Studio Trigger makes for one of their only 2 good shows that they've ever made, Little Witch Academia. And I'm just trying to trigger everybody. No pun intended. Anyway, so like Little Witch Academia, it like the first half of it is great because you can watch it in any order pretty much. It's just like this episodic Looney Tunes shit. We already talked about this on our Anime of the Year podcast, so give that a check out if you want. So yeah, I mean, Little Witch Academia, it's like everything you want. It's got it's like kind of a magical girl show, but kind of just Harry Potter, And dude, it's just like it's wholesome. It's got some good messages, really funny moments, really goofy face expressions.
Would you... So, here's my question. Like, if you're pitching it to Toonami, would you show the first 2, I think, the movies? They were movies,
Yeah, they'd be on
right?
there too. Why not? Sure.
Yeah, would you show those first since those were the 2 that first
No, it's
came
a
out as like a teaser?
It's a like a parallel universe, so you don't need to watch them.
Okay.
You can just start with the show.
All right.
But they could have both of them on there. They'd be like, and a special, the Little Witch Parade bullshit, where they throw
Enchanted
snowballs.
Okay. All right. Continue.
I mean, that's all I got. I got elevator
Oh.
pitch. I got to go take a shit on the 3rd floor. So.
Oh God.
Okay, so my last show is K-On! Because I wanted another easy. I understand that Nick thinks the dub is really bad.
I loved the dub. Okay, so here's the thing. When you guys were talking about K-On! In the earlier episodes, I watched the dub and I loved it. I thought it was so cute. I thought it would.
No, Danny, because you're missing one of the best. You're missing one of the best subtitle performances in any anime with K-On! It's perfect.
Okay, thank you, Nick. I'm completely fine.
Why change perfection?
Because it's already good regardless. Regardless of whether I watch it sub or dub, I'm still liking the show.
It's tainting it. You're tainting
the
legacy
tainting, but I'm
of
not
a wonderful
anything.
cute girl show.
Oh my god.
So anyways, it's another easygoing show, and I just chose it because like it was either between that or Miss Kobayashi, and Miss Kobayashi's got too many boobs. So like,
well, as a little kid getting boob molested.
Yeah, so that's not it's not very appropriate. I thought Cam was more appropriate. And plus, it's easygoing, easy watch, and it's a fun watch. It's a very, very fun watch.
I agree with subtitles.
Plus, it's shut up. Plus, it's set in high school, so kids can't in their teens can relate to it because it's like a club. Well, it is a club. So and
it's the light music club to be exact.
It's the light music club. Okay.
Hokago tea time.
And they drink tea all the time.
They drink tea after school. Moogie, why would you do that? Oh my
god.
god.
Eyebrows.
Everybody needs to watch the Demolition D video, the classic. Just type in Moogie Y into YouTube. Trust me.
No, don't listen to Nick. Okay.
Are you fucking serious, Sam? You've seen that. We showed you that. That is a masterpiece.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
All right, Danny, what's your last one? Pitching it to the execs.
My last show is Tiger and Bunny.
Hell yeah.
The dub is great. I love the dub. And it's a superhero movie. I mean, not movie, show.
And you need hot guys doing hot things. So
hell yeah. Like Nick, you need your cute girls doing your cute things. And I need my hot guys doing hot things.
100%.
God, Danny, your block. It's just only girls are gonna like this. Although I would probably like it 'cause I'm a wee, but anyway.
No,
that's not true.
It's all magical girls, Danny.
No,
the
it's
world
not.
is different now.
First of all,
the world
no,
is
it's
different
not.
now. Okay.
The
world needs a little more Brooks J. Barnaby.
Okay, Azumanga Daioh is for
Barnaby
general
J.
audiences. That's fair.
Yes, Azumanga Daioh is for general audience. So is Blood Lad. Blood Lad, I feel, is more of a boys' show. Same
that
thing
looked
with
like
Air
a girl's
Gear.
show, though. That looked kind of like a yaoi bait.
Air Gear.
Yeah, that was pretty general.
Is pretty general, and so is Tiger and Bunny. Tiger and Bunny is a very general show that anyone can watch.
At the end of the day, anyone can watch anything anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
Shut up, Nick.
You're not allowed to watch.
Why you gotta ruin everything?
I'm just kidding. Oh my god, dude! This reminds me of Mars of Destruction. The battle suits that they're wearing.
Tiger and Bunny.
Yeah, they're battle suits.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Mars of Destruction. Everyone watch it.
Tiger and Bunny is great. I love Tiger and Bunny. I kind of cried at the end of the show, of the show. So, cause you know who.
Does you know what?
Something happened to him. Something happened.
The main
to him.
character dies.
Sad.
I'm just kidding. I've never seen it, so.
You should watch it. I think you would like this show, Nick. Tiger and Bunny.
This is like oh god, what's that other show? Well, there's one a few seasons ago where they had the body armor, not bubblegum crisis. What's that called? Where they transform into like their suits of armor, but they can still move like a person. It's not a mech. It's just like a power suit. I don't know.
Bubblegum crisis.
Yeah, it's just like a power suit. I'm just asking what that's called.
What that like genre is called? I have no idea.
I think it's just power suits.
It's not like Sentai. It's like Sentai.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Power Rangers.
That's probably accurate. Yeah, because then there's like Magical Girl, which is a version of it's like a sub genre of that.
Yes. Yep.
Anyway, yeah.
Tiger and
That's
Bunny.
been on my plan to watch for a long time.
Well,
so,
you should get to it.
So let us know what you guys want or what you guys would put in your Toonami block. Like, obviously, I could change mine. Like, I could do like like if I were to say it again, I'd be like, first hour would be 2 episodes of Gundam Build Fighters, and second hour would be 2 episodes of
2 more episodes of Gundam Build Fighters, and then 2 more episodes.
2 more episodes of Gundam. So you know what? Just got a marathon. You got a marathon all Gundam Build Fighters right now, okay? But no, like I mean, this is fun. This is fun as fun. Like I had to think like, okay, like if me and my brother were coming home from school, and and we run home to catch the next episode of whatever, what would we watch, right? So I don't know. I think that's super fun. Let us know what your Toonami block would be, and let us know if you want us to do this kind of thing again. For like the Saturday night
Adult Swim kind of.
Oh, and if somebody guesses one of them on my list, then I'll retweet it. Fuck it. You guys can see some of the other ones I wrote down.
Yeah.
Well, a good one. There's a couple that aren't as good that like wouldn't really fit. But yeah, make a little gap.
Let us know. Let us know in the Discord or on Twitter or on YouTube comments when I upload it to YouTube. Thanks for listening. I've been Sam, the Bomb, Danny, the Hootenanny, Too Slick, No Tier Nick, Anime Summit Best Boy,
the Trollmeister,
the Trollmeister, Resident Memologist. We have been the Anime Summit Podcast.